In life, we often spend more time worrying about and thinking about what we aren't good at rather than what we are good at. And to me, that's bonkers. We put more energy into thinking and talking about our weaknesses rather on waving our flag of what we're really good at and what we want to focus on in the future. So it's time to stop letting your weaknesses hide your strengths. If you lack confidence in talking and presenting, but technically you're really good at what you do, your weaknesses are hiding your strengths because people won't see your great technical capabilities because you're not particularly good at talking and presenting them. If you're poor at written communication and doing proposals and documents, but you're very good at presenting ideas in front of people, creating energy, your weaknesses might mean you don't get the chance to do those presentations and inspire people and get your message across. If you're rubbish at company politics and you're totally demotivated by policies and procedures, reports and processes of doing everything, but you're really inspirational when it comes to innovation and making dynamic projects come to life, your weaknesses will prevent your creative side ever coming forward, because you're in the wrong environment. So what's the solution, David? Well, naturally, there's two options. The first one, obviously, is improve your weaknesses, but I don't want to spend my whole life working on my weaknesses. I want to spend my whole life honing my strengths. And that's exactly what I'm going to encourage you to do. So start thinking about what environments and jobs are going to be best suited for you so you can play to your strengths. Don't work in a large company and a big corporation with policies and procedures, as I've already said, and spending all your time in meetings and doing reports, If your strength is creativity and individuality, you're in the wrong place. Don't work for yourself or in a small startup organisation if you like everything planned out and structured. And other people sorting things out for yourself. You're in the wrong place. And don't work in a team if you like making your own decisions and being in total control of you. You're in the wrong place. So I have had a client for many years, and when I first met him, he worked for a German organisation, a car company. But he was frustrated by the structure and the procedures and the bureaucracy for absolute everything. No one could make decisions unless the top bods made it, and it would take long time for anything to actually happen. And he got very frustrated and decided to leave. And why not? But he went to work for a startup company, and it was absolutely manic, run by a couple of very clever entrepreneurial people, and it was real seat of your pants stuff, making things up as you go. We haven't got this. Okay, well, how would we do that? Let's do it this way. They spent most of their time blagging their way through presentations to clients, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of energy was needed, but it was a complete and utter opposite to the big car manufacturer. So there's two complete opposites there. Well, since that time, he's moved on again, and he's found some sort of middle ground where he can be part of a great but fairly small team. And that's his strength. He's a really, really good team player. Loves to have people around him, loves to discuss things, loves to make things happen, loves to bring people along with him. That's his strength, which, certainly outweighed his weakness. And his weakness is he just hated not having any control, not be able to come up with ideas and implement them the next day. In the past, he'd been in the wrong environments, but he'd spent time now creating and making sure that he worked in the right environment, so his strengths outweighed his weaknesses. We've turned it around now. Another client I've been spending some time with over the years, risen to be a very senior manager, very clever guy, and he's starting to get very frustrated with just the constant stream of Teams meetings, wall-to-wall meetings, sorting out issues, problems, budgets, policies. It's his weakness. He's just not very good at it, and he's just not interested in it. What he is, and he's absolutely brilliant at being a technical expert, and still loves the science behind what his organisation does and the innovation and creating those eureka moments. He's gone into the wrong job, and he's actually now made that transition, going back to be a technical expert. Very wise move, because he's happy now. So here's an example of myself. My weaknesses, put my hands up. I'm no good at routine. I couldn't sit in the same office every day, let alone the same journey to work. I'm not very good at conforming. I'm not very good at processes, reports, pointless meetings. Yeah, every meeting has a purpose, otherwise I'm not going. But what I love the unexpected. I love different environments, different people. I'm always learning from them, and I like to be in control of my own outcomes. Yes, that's me, and that's why I do what I do, because I worked it out quite a few years back of what I was good at and what I wasn't good at, where my strengths were and where my weaknesses are. And yeah, the report writing, I haven't written a report for 25 years. But I'm quite happy to do and stand up and do any presentations. Got to play to your strengths. So in a nutshell, don't let your weaknesses hide your strengths. Yeah, let your strengths overcome your weaknesses. Find that environment that is suitable for you. Spend some time thinking about, what is it I want and how do I want it to be in terms of my working environment? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? And am I currently playing to them? Or do I need to do some subtle changes? Or do I need to do some big changes? So talk to lots of people and discuss what they do, what they like and what they don't like about their jobs. And then you'll go, hey, that sounds nice. I quite like that idea. There's so many more opportunities, career job opportunities than ever before. We've just got to find the right one that's for us. And that takes a bit of due diligence, a bit of background research, and try different roles, try different things. And I think for a lot of younger people, this can be a challenge. Half the battle is working out what you don't want to do, as well as what you do want to do. And how I'm going to play to my strengths. And make the right decision so you can play to your strengths. Remember, don't let your weaknesses hide your strengths. Make sure your strengths outweigh your weaknesses, and enjoy the journey.